Hello everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where we're back here in the UK and straight here to Drayton Manor to come and experience their new family coaster, Gold Rush.
We cannot wait to get on Gold Rush. We've been watching the construction so closely, so to get on this coaster is going to be really exciting.
It opened just a few days ago. Normally for a ride like this we would be here for the opening day, and we did miss the press day, but we were over on our honeymoon having a wonderful time in Italy. We've been excited to come back and experience this ride after closely following the construction and also the deconstruction of the rides that were in that location before, Apocalypse and Pandemonium. This new ride looks fantastic, and it's part of the wider area known as Frontier Falls, and that opened earlier this year, and we were really impressed with the area itself, weren't we?
They have done an amazing job, like painting up all the buildings, like it really does feel like you're in the Wild West.
It's great, and there's some new additions down there. All the facades were redone, and yeah, but you know what, we're going to get to see the main event and ride it today for the first time. It's Gold Rush, so come and join us here on Theme Park Worldwide as we go and ride and review the newest roller coaster here in the UK. And let's make our way up into Frontier Falls. Now the area is complete, they've actually redone all the flooring throughout the land as well, and this really just sets it off, doesn't it, and brings it to life. You stand here at the bottom, it almost looks unrecognisable to how it did before. All the buildings on the left hand side, the livery stable just there, the souvenir shop. This looks great what they've done, and of course the signage here and the existing attractions in this area too, the Haunting, Blasting Barrels and Sheriff Showdown. And it's ideal really, because obviously Sheriff Showdown has been here for many years at the resort as a Wild West themed ride, and then obviously now they've expanded on that with a full themed area. So it's great because you've got the flat rides, you've got the dark rides, you've got the coaster. It just brings this whole area to life, and I can see some actors coming down here as well, which is brilliant. Obviously the park are also in the process of retheming Accelerator, Accelerate to the Future, with a new storyline, and yeah, it seems like it's an ongoing process, so we look forward to following that and seeing what they do.
Oh, this looks great.
It's amazing. I like how they got all the hay bales out as well. Obviously these buildings were completed earlier in the year, but now that Gold Rush is open, it's just brought the whole thing to life. And of course the flooring, like a big thing at theme parks is flooring, especially in a Wild West area. Look at this, very authentic. Hello!
Come put your back on your star wagon over here. That's it, yeah, face it.
That's it.
Now I've got an important question for you. It's a tough one, now listen carefully. Are you a good guy or a bad guy? We know the answer.
We're always good.
Is that true?
Most of the time.
Right, if you say
Hi.
definitely the good guy hat. Alright, we got a big old lesson. Two hands. Perfect. Now look at that camera just there, and on three you're gonna do your biggest, loudest G-hard. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeehaw!
Hey.
Oh, there is one more thing. Get out of here, go on.
Oh, see you later. I've heard there's a Gold Rush down here. Amazing. And of course you got the new souvenir shop just here, which is a brand new building. Undertaker, the last souvenir shop. Trying is forever, the photo opportunities. You got Frozen Frontiers, the new ice cream stall over there. It looks like maybe there's going to be some new lighting or something going on that pole. That's the thing, little details still being added. Are you alright there after your little encounter with the sheriff?
Yeah, I kept thinking that someone was going to jump out the back of it, so I was really scared when I said put your back to it, but no photo opportunity.
That would have been good, wouldn't it? Someone had come
I've been
out.
so scared if someone had jumped out.
This flooring's great, and it carries on all the way up to the top of this area. Straight away walking into here, it just feels so alive. Like this part of Drayton Manor has felt literally like a ghost town, pardon the pun, for quite a long time. Now it's a ghost town with the theme in, you know, the Wild West. It looks amazing around here. Obviously a few weeks ago we were on site and we filmed that last construction update, and here we are about to ride it for the first time. Drayton Manor Gold Rush, the Western Mining Company. I think that looks great with the sign just up there. And you've also got the little test seat just out the front here. I'm glad that they got the test seat. Try before you ride. Green and red. Okay to ride or unable to ride, yeah. Fantastic. Has it got a little light on the inside, has it, or not? Maybe they've not put it on yet.
No, maybe not.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to have a light, doesn't it? Yeah, it seems so. Fantastic, and of course we already know the height restriction. It's got a minimum height of 1 metre, which is great for a coaster like this, isn't it? Fantastic. You can see the full restrictions board just there as well. But yeah, it just shows, doesn't it, how low a meter is.
Really low.
Yeah.
I love that, so low.
There we go. It's nearly half the height of Charlotte. Yeah, they've done a cracking job with the entrance down here. It looks fantastic. You got the mine car, you got the tractors coming off the side. Really nice. Oh, and there she goes. I tell you what, it is great to see a new Intamin roller coaster here in the UK. Look at this, it's such a unique ride as well, because obviously Gold Rush does have 2 different settings. Now the park are running it completely random at the moment, which I tell you what, it makes it so unique and re-rideable, doesn't it? Oh, it looks awesome from down here in the queue line. And can we just say straight away that out of all 4 of the new coasters to open in the UK this year, the big new additions at the parks, this has been finished off to the highest quality.
It's been finished off so well. It's like all the little details. Like look at all the little golden nuggets down here, like the water features. They've done such a good job.
Yeah, like out of everything, this has been finished off the best just here. Like it looks amazing. The station over there, like, look at all the smoke coming out. And also all the audio as well. Even like, what, in 3 weeks since we filmed that last construction update on site. Like, it's amazing just how it's, it just looks fantastic. Got the entrance just here. It's like we're going into the mine, you know, and you've got the water feature going across. It really does look the part. Yeah, I like the signage. You know, just in here as well. Wanted dead or alive, cash reward, $10,000. Great audio. That's nice, that. Wild Bill's Hotel and Saloon. Have a wild night. Frontier Falls down the bottom. It will cost 2 chickens.
These are really good quality.
Nice. You can't go wrong with a Wild West theme though, can you? That's great. They should sell that as a poster in the shop. Established 1850. Drayton Manor Dynamite. All these details up here. The dynamite, keep out all the explosives. That's where they're kept in there. Of course, that's the launch track inside that building. You hear a lot of sound effects in there as well. I think it just really adds to the experience when you've got all the audio. Theme flooring throughout the queue line. This looks fantastic. Really impressed. I can't believe how well this has been finished off. It looks awesome. 2 trains in operation. We'll see how the queue moves. Oh, looks like they're going to be going backwards down the lift hill. That's the thing that just makes it so re-rideable, doesn't it? Yeah, some dynamite and some boxes just down there. With Gold Rush having 2 settings, it's such a fascinating ride to watch because you never know which setting it's going to do at what time, you know, and I really do like that. The unpredictability of it, and also it just makes you want to keep coming back for more rides, doesn't it? I haven't even been on it yet, and already, like, I'm just loving it, what they've done around here. It's been finished off to such a high standard. So this is like all the electrical components to the ride in this building. Obviously even that's all nicely themed in. Looks like you'll get some nice interaction with Jormungandr as well, the Zamperla powered coaster, when that goes past at the same time. And obviously all these trees that are going to grow really nicely as well. Look at that twist up there. Oh, it really looks the part. And of course, with our climate here in the UK, I mean, granted it's quite warm today, but a lot of the time it's miserable and raining, they've put these covers over. A lot of the queue is covered, which is fantastic.
It's good because you don't want to be stood in a queue line absolutely soaking wet, do you?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, really, it's only this section here that's not undercover.
It's undercover, which is great.
Yeah, but again, it's nice how they haven't done the whole thing because you've still got this area to enjoy the ride. Something else that I think's nice is that there's not loads of nets everywhere as well.
Sometimes it takes away from your complete views, like your photos, like with this, like you can get some cracking shots because there's no net.
Yeah, it's nice, and that's the difference you can tell with this not being a Merlin-owned park. You know, if this was a Merlin park, there'd be nets and everything around here, and it's nice because you get to appreciate the coaster and see it for all its beauty. You can tell, obviously, that this is a Looping Group project, and Looping Group being a French company that took over Drayton Manor and bought it a few years ago. This has been completed to like a European level standard. Like, it looks fantastic, very similar to a lot of things that we'll see at European theme parks around the world. Now, there's something that I've been really looking forward to seeing, and it's just down here. If you remember when we did that update a few weeks ago, we did mention that there's something that I loved underneath a black tarpaulin. It's out for everyone to see. It's a gravestone and it says RIP Apocalypse, gone but never forgotten. Of course, with the dates that it operated as well, 2000 through to 2022. And they haven't just put the gravestone anywhere, they've actually put it right on the base of where Apocalypse, that Intamin drop tower, used to be. So you see the round foundation there, that is literally exactly where it used to stand. Like, I think that is fantastic. We'll get a closer look at that in just a second. But yeah, I love how they've done that, a little nod to the past here at Drayton Manor. And there it is, close up. Oh, fantastic. I love how they've done that. A really nice nod to what was an excellent ride here at the park. But you know what? One Intamin's gone and it's been replaced by another. And this is certainly very fitting for the direction of the park now. A very family-focused park. But yeah, that is literally right on the base as well. Like, amazing. Love how they've done that. And the funny thing is, obviously, the foundations for an Intamin drop tower, like what Apocalypse was, are really deep. So where we're standing right now, literally them foundations are still right underneath. Like, that's really nice, that is. You got the gold shed just off to the right. Don't mention it, but this is the gold shed. Really don't. I like that. And yeah, like I said, that's all the electrical components for the lift hill, and also the switch track. Yeah, they've planted all these trees here, so you can't really see the switch track, which I think is great as well. It just adds a bit more to that surprise element, especially as these trees grow. It's really going to cover that a lot more from the queue line, so it will catch some people off guard, you know. Again, all permanent lighting, all the audio throughout. Thought about everything, and yeah, the station looks great. You've got the Gold Rush logo on the side there as well, and on the back they've got that big wheel. I originally thought that was going to be like a tower, a bit like a clock tower or a steeple or something like that. But yeah, they just put like a wheel just in the top with some ropes, so I think it'd be nice maybe for that to have a bit more dressing and detail on it in the future. But yeah, looking forward to seeing up inside the station and everything that they've done with the theming in there. Trains are coming out really nice and fast as well. 2 train service, pretty good throughput. There's that nice close interaction there with Jormungandr. Yeah, the supports actually go over the top there, creating a really nice near miss if you're on Jormungandr, right next door in Vikings. I tell you what, Drayton Manor's changed so much the past few years, hasn't it? Great to see so much investment though. There's another view of the Greystone. Oh, it's brilliant, that is. Love it. I think what makes it even more authentic is the fact it's actually on the base as well. Like, brilliant. So you've got a bit of Apocalypse that remains here, and the other half in my shed at home. Lots of barrels and planting round. Certainly does look the part. Switch track lovers, you get to see it in all of its beauty just here. Of course, you've got 2 switch tracks on the ride. You've got the one here and the other one down by the launch and maintenance area. with 24 rides per train is really helping, and it's moving really good. In terms of the cycles, it looks like at the moment they're alternating it between the two different settings, so it'll be interesting to see what we get for our first ride. Yeah, we're down here now by the station. We're making our way into the station building in just a moment, climbing up the stairs, and yeah, we're having our first ride. There's just so many smaller details all around the ride as well, like all the barrels and crates, even like a pickaxe just down there as well. Often a lot of these details are forgotten about with new additions at UK theme parks, so I'm so pleased that they've really thought about everything with this attraction. And as you make your way into the building, you've got a reminder about the height restrictions. Obviously 1 metre, fantastic, look how low that is. Much like a lot of rides, it has also got a maximum height restriction of 1.96 as well, so bear that in mind if you are very tall. Love all these posters. And we've got a few flights of stairs now that lead us up to the station. Oh, it's been moving nice and fast, about half an hour total wait up to this point. And there's a look at the awesome lights. It's basically a bathtub with the lights underneath. How cool is that?
So unique, that is.
Yeah, it's nice. Excited, Charlotte?
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how it rides. People's faces look so happy on it.
Everyone's just having fun and enjoying it, and that's what a roller coaster is about. That's what theme parks are about, you know. Yeah, it looks the part. So we've got a bit of a rolling pre-show up here, mainly with just some boarding instructions. What I'm loving about this screen is how it's backlit as well, and that's all programmed in with the pre-show. That's cool. So he says there's 2 mining tracks, and obviously that explains the 2 different cycles and all fits with the theme. Love that.
When it reaches a certain temperature,
Boom! I love the pre-show just there. It's a couple of minutes long, just keeps rolling as well, which is fantastic. So you get plenty of time to see it as you make your way up the stairs. Awesome. Here we are then in the station. Yeah, about 35 minutes we've waited. The Drayton Manor Gold Rush, the Western Mining Company. I'm loving it. Like, everything they've done is amazing.
Oh, I can't wait to get on this.
We've not even been on the ride yet. Oh, that's the thing though. It's a full package experience. When the announcements start, it sounds like Mambo number 5 because he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen," I'm expecting to say, "This is Mambo number 5." Brilliant. Look at the lights with the buckets as well. All the barrels, gunpowder, and here we go. Wow. Look at the train. Welcome to Gold Rush. Let's go. So we're making our way out of the station, about to make our way up the lift hill. What's quite funny is we're the first ever people to film a rider cam on here as well.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Beautiful day for it, the sun is shining, and of course this new coaster from Intamin has got 2 settings. One where you go forwards first, and one where you go backwards, and we're starting off forwards. Let's go! Hey! Whoa! Woo! So twisty this track. Woo! It's the airtime hill. Whee! I think all the twists and turns builds up quite a bit of speed. Oh, what's going on here?
get out while you can.
We've got to get out whilst we can. Oh, the smoke and everything. Woo! That's got some kick. Woo! Gosh, don't twist and turns. You don't know where you're going. It's quite fast. Back up the lift hill. This time we're going up it backwards. Oh, the view is amazing. Come on here. Just come to a bit of a stop, and obviously we're going to go through that same section that we just did backwards. Forwards! Whoa! Woo! Hey! Woo! Back through the launch. Gonna get a bit of a boost. Woo! It's such a long ride as well. Oh, whoa, there we go. Gold Rush here at Drayton Manor. What an excellent family coaster.
I enjoyed that so much. It's so much fun.
Well, we just had our first ever ride on Gold Rush here at Drayton Manor. We were down there on the back row and everyone was just loving it. Hands in the air, shouting, screaming, just having such a good time and so much fun. And that's what a roller coaster should be about.
That was a brilliant ride, that was. And what I like about it is the whole family can enjoy this. 1 meter is so small to be able to go on a coaster of this size.
Now, we had the setting where we actually did the forward part of the layout first. So we went up the main lift hill forward, then dropped down, some nice twists to the left and right, some small little pops of airtime, nothing major, but still some good speed as it's making its way round into the dark ride section, which is the launch tunnel. That was awesome in there, wasn't it?
They have done such a good job in there. There was mist, there was smoke, there was like little fibre optics on the floor. Like, they have done an amazing job in there. There was just so much to look at.
There was some dialogue with the audio in there as well, which was fantastic. It was loud. There was just so much going on in that scene. It really felt like, you know, it's coming alive, this thing. And then we were actually launched backwards out of that. That was the most intense part of the ride, I found.
It felt really whippy, that did, but this ride is so smooth.
Yeah, then we were coming out of that, some twists and turns backwards. Then we made our way onto the lift hill before coming down it forwards. And then through them same twists and turns again, having the launch again through the dynamite building, but this time forwards. And then, that was good timing, into this final section of the ride with the little bits of airtime and the twists and turns. This is such a great addition to the UK. It's an amazing family coaster to have here at Drayton Manor. It's long, it's smooth, it's got great theming, it's the overall package. There's not one thing I don't like about this ride.
I just love it. It is so re-rideable as well because you don't know which setting you're going to get, which makes it more exciting as well.
Yeah, because straight away just we want to go around and try and get the other one, and if you don't get it you think, oh, we'll go and queue again, you know. So I think that is fantastic. It probably works the best actually if they do keep it random, because for the re-rideability it keeps people coming back. Obviously as enthusiasts we want to do both. It'd be great if they could you know, do it at certain times, but I can understand why they want to keep it random, because it keeps people coming back, and ultimately that's what a theme park's for. It was great fun. What an overall package. And I said to Charlotte before we even stepped onto the train, I feel like I've been a part of something before we'd even been on the ride, you know.
That's when you know the theming is so good because you just feel so immersed in that area. There's just so many little details. They've done a really good job.
Walking up through Frontier Falls, having the build up, the character interactions as well, the music, walking up through the theme queue line, before we'd even got on the ride, I had a great time. I think that just sets you up for a brilliant experience. It's a winning ride here for Drayton Manor. Of course we're going to get some more rides on it this afternoon, share some more of our thoughts, and of course get lots more footage as well. Hey, there she goes. Fantastic, you also get some nice views of the ride on this pathway down to the toilets. Yeah, this is a new pathway that leads down to what were existing toilets, but they've cladded the building and put some signage on. It says outhouse toilets now. Remember when they used to be Superloo? They had the big sign on the side.
Superloo was great.
You remember that back in the day?
I do
like,
remember Superloo.
why was it a Superloo? Like,
I have no idea.
oh, but yeah, this is funny. Like, you come down here now and get some fantastic views. Like, great, you got blasting barrels just in the background there. And yeah, before the pathway up to these toilets was kind of just over on the right here. Obviously, the other side of that fence is now the ride area and the queue lines. Yeah, they've just redone this for access down here. But you can kind of get a bit of a peek at the coaster just around there. Oh, some blackberries on there. Do a bit of blackberry picking while you're at Drayton Manor. And yeah, ladies, just around that side. Gents is on this side here. There we go, you can get some good views of the lift hill down here actually. So yeah, I'll get a couple of shots just whilst we're here of the lift. Now, of course, these toilets were closed throughout the construction of Gold Rush because they were right in the middle of the ride area. Like I said, they put all the cladding on the outside and they just put a few vinyls on the inside as well to bring it in with the Wild West area, Frontier Falls. And this time they said they're going to send it with the other cycle for us to experience now.
I'm looking forward to seeing how different this feels.
Yeah, so obviously we should be going up the lift hill forwards now, stopping and then coming down backwards. Now, from what a lot of people have said over the past few days since the ride opened, this is their favourite setting, Charlotte.
I'm looking forward to seeing how this one rides, how going down the lift hill is going to feel.
There we go, we're about to find out. Oh! Hey! Oh! Oh, it's awesome! Wow, into that turn. Straight away, a lot more intense. Really intense that was at the bottom.
More intense.
Where are we going? Oh,
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Wrong turn! Get out while you can!
quite nice this way, seeing the launch area the other way. Woo! Hey! This feels like some of the corners and things hit quite different. It's so re-rideable, this thing. Woo! You're my gander!
Great interaction.
Back to the lift hill. I tell you what, they get the money's worth out of this lift hill though, don't they? Like, fantastic.
That was great going down backwards.
It was. And then obviously forwards now through this section. Woo! Some good views as you're making your way around. They've really thought about the location. Whee! Love the twist just here. I hope it's that airtight hill down here at the back. Whee! You do get a little bit of floater there. Woo! It's just such a long ride. Whee! A small little speed hill there. Woo! And round into the brake run. Oh, fantastic. There we go.
Ride. I really enjoyed it.
It's amazing. It's so re-rideable, isn't it? And we've done both settings. We set anything's better now.
I think going backwards down the lift is way better.
Yeah, I mean, we need more rides.
Very intense.
Yeah, it does. Like, especially at the bottom of that when you whipped out to the side. That was brilliant. But we'll get some more off-ride shots for you now and show you that. Brilliant. Thanks to the park again for allowing us to take you all along as well with the Rider Cam POV. So here's a look again at the front row POV. So you can just see how different it is from the ride that we had just. And here we go. Now we stop here at the top of the lift hill. We get ready to go down backwards. Here we go. Woo! Hey! Whoa, it's got a real kick to it there. Woo!
Taking the wrong turn. Get out while you can.
Funky transitions, there's so much going on with this ride. I love it. Great view looking over towards the hotel there as well, and that support structure here on the right hand side. Here we go.
Lovely view.
I enjoyed multiple rides here on Gold Rush, 6 rides in total, and we've got to experience both settings as well, which has been fantastic. We've filmed some great on-ride content, so thank you to Drayton Manor for allowing us to take you all on for the experience as well. We know that you'll have seen on-ride POVs, the park do as well, and we really do appreciate that. The fact we're the first people to film on it, really nice little touch that is. Yeah, appreciate that so much, Drayton. And of course, following the construction, it's always quite emotional when a project comes to an end like this. You know, seeing Apocalypse come down, Pandemonium, and just seeing the construction of this coaster, both from the other side of the fence and on the construction site, has been fantastic. And we'll talk more about what we think of both cycles after multiple rides in just a moment. I did just want to show you the exit though here, because obviously you come down the steps, you got all the theming, you got the smoke coming out the chimney there, and there's some old bits that used to be round by Shockwave actually back in the day, some old Wild West bits. Remember the old Klondike Mine ride as well used to be down there back in the day. So yeah, it's nice to have a Wild West theme back here at this park. I just thought we'd take a look inside the new gift shop here as well. So yeah, it's a brand new building as part of Frontier Falls. You've got them bathtub lights in here as well, and all the posters. Please, Drayton, sell these posters, like, they look amazing. Frontier Falls, Miners Exchange Bank, love them. You can grab a t-shirt as well, but they have actually got a few different t-shirts. Ready for Adventure, with the mascot of the park on just there as well, Rory. Drayton Manor 1950, that's priced at £15.90.
I've got the hoodie as well, £39.90.
Yeah, and you got the design on there. More design for the kids, I think, with that one. I think it'd be nice to have some more like adult range of merchandise as well for this.
Logo for Gold Rush on the t-shirt as well.
Yeah, definitely. Little mug just here. Western Dream Life. That's priced at £8.99, not too bad. Wanted Dead or Alive, 1949. Drayton Manor Desperado, that's £9.99. And then we got this one here.
Award for the captured Drayton Manor, 50,000.
Oh, that's definitely my favourite out of the t-shirts that they've got just here. We got a price on there? Oh, £19.90.
And they've got the hoodie as well, that's £45.90.
I like that design, yeah, that's good. You've got the little soft toys down here as well. A few other just kind of generic cowboy items that you can get in here. I really want this poster.
I love this.
How nice is that? Oh, they've got to sell that as a poster at some point, or on a t-shirt.
That's my favourite one. I love that print.
Of course, the ride does have on-ride photography as well that you can purchase. And you've got a few other things. You've got dream catchers in here. A few other Wild West items. Lonesome Cowboy, Drayton Manor. That's £9.99. The Sheriff, is that the same price? Yeah, £9.99 for that. Yeah, just a few more kind of generic items just today. We've got this glass just up here as well. Tankard, £14.99. There's the design on the front. And just outside of the shop, you've got these photo opportunities here as well, where you can stand in a coffin just there. Oh. And this whole area has just come together so nicely now with the blasting barrels just over here. Obviously this retheme was completed earlier on in 2024 from Drunken Barrels. And yeah, we saw all this new theming out here. And the good thing is it all fits together so well with the area now. And also, you got like all the blasting powder and explosives out here that fits in with the storyline of the launch section on Gold Rush as well. And this was the original Wild West ride down in this area as well. Sheriff Showdown, or as it used to be known as Golden Nuggets Wild West Shootout. Do you remember that, Golden Nuggets?
I do remember. I love this ride. It's so cute.
It's nice because it's had a lot of work done to it quite a few years ago, and it's ideal now because the whole area just fits together beautifully. Like these two rides on this side. Obviously, you've got the Haunting just behind there as well. It'd be nice to see them tie that in a bit more to the themed area. Obviously, Accelerator, that started to be rethemed to fit in with it all. And then Gold Rush, that new edition on the other side there. It looks amazing. Drayton Manor should be really proud. Everyone that's worked on this project, it's been finished off beautifully. It really has. And after further studying the test seat just here, we realised the light is built onto the front. So you see it's red now. There you go. And it turns green. So if you just pull it up to the point there we go.
So that's red.
Yeah, a little bit more. There we go. That's quite roomy, isn't it, when you look at that? Fantastic. And there's so many great places to watch this coaster as well. All the different views of it, and the station, the brake run here. Some of them other theming pieces that have come from over where Shockwave used to be. Fantastic. Oh, there we go. Gold Rush now officially open here at Drayton Manor, and what a brilliant addition to this park. Just following the construction and seeing people finally on here and riding it. Amazing. It really has been a great day just getting to experience this.
It's always nice when a construction comes to an end and you can just see people having such a laugh, enjoying themselves on the ride, and to finally see the concept come to reality.
It's just a good fun coaster.
I love it so much.
We've had 6 rides on there and I can just keep riding it. So much fun, and we'll be having numerous trips here to Drayton Manor so we can get more rides here on Gold Rush. It's a brilliant addition to this park. We've really enjoyed it. And of course it does offer the 2 different ride settings, setting 1 and setting 2. Which one's your favourite?
I think setting 2 is the best way. You're coming down the lift hill backwards because the falls at the bottom of the lift hill is quite intense.
It is, like, it's got a lot more forces actually than I was expecting for a family coaster.
Like them whippy transitions going round backwards was really good.
Like when Victoria did say to us last year, oh, it's going to be family thrill. It certainly is family thrill.
Definitely.
It's not like too family that it's boring for thrill seekers either, is it? You know?
Got that thrill in there
Yeah.
as well that really makes it.
It's an awesome ride. And the fact it's a theme package and the themed area as well. Awesome. Really impressed with what Drayton Manor have done here. The past few years, all this investment in the park has been amazing. Really has. As you all know, I was very fond of Apocalypse and I was sad to see it go. But you know what? This is a really solid addition to the park and a much better fit than Apocalypse. I never thought I'd say that. You know, I loved Apocalypse with all my heart, but with the way that Drayton Manor has changed into this family themed experience like this now, certainly that was the right decision, removing that ride and putting it in. And I never thought I'd say that. But just even with Apocalypse being down here, this part of the park, it was always deserted. It was empty. Look at it, it's thriving now.
So nice to see it so busy for a change. It really makes it.
I never thought I'd say that, Charlotte, but
I'm actually shocked
I know.
you said that.
I think it was the right move for this park at the right time. It had 22 years of service, Apocalypse. Hopefully this coaster will be here for the next 30 years for people to enjoy. And I look forward to seeing what they do next. Obviously it's clear there's still a few more details to work on. Accelerator kind of fits in a bit better, but obviously it's kind of half and half at the moment with the theme. So hopefully we're going to see them fully commit to doing that re-theme. And then it's on to what's next here at Drayton Manor. I mean, we've had a few years now of constant investments with Vikings, the new Thomas Land ride, changing some bits in Thomas, Adventure Cove. What's next? It's got to be Pirates Adventure, come on, that's what we all want. Well, there we go. We've experienced Gold Rush for the first time here at Drayton Manor as part of Frontier Falls. What a brilliant area. And before we talk about the coaster again, just want to say the area itself, the character interactions, the buildings, just the overall feel of it add so much to the ride, don't they?
I think for me it's so nice to finally see that area alive, seeing so many people enjoying themselves, whereas before that area was deserted. Hardly anybody would go up there. Just to see so many people in that area really makes it.
It does. Like, I've never seen, all the years I've been coming to Drayton Manor, I've never seen that top end of the park so busy and full and vibrant and everybody just having a good time. And I've been coming here for a long time, haven't you? You know?
I've been coming since I was a kid. Like, this was my local park. I'd go here more than Alton Towers, and to finally see it like alive again, it's just really nice.
Drayton Manor just feels like it's thriving at the moment with so much new stuff. And you think about the Wave as well earlier this year, Vikings, Adventure Cove, there's been a lot of investment here. And yes, we had quite a few years of ride removals at this park, especially with the old owners, but then now Looping Group have come in and they've kept investing and putting more in, and finally we've got this brand new ride here, Gold Rush, which is fantastic. The fact you've got the 2 settings on there as well makes it so re-rideable.
You don't know which setting you're going to get either, so you could go on it and think, oh, I want that backward setting, but then you get the forward, so it makes you go on it again later in the day because you want to make sure that you get the setting that you like.
And that's the thing, both are fantastic. I think Cycle 2 was our favourite coming down the lift hill backwards, but Cycle 1 was just as fun and not quite as intense, but it's not supposed to be an intense coaster. It's a family enjoyable ride, and no matter which setting you get, you're going to have a brilliant time. And it's more the fact that it's not just the coaster, it's the full immersive themed experience what they've created with Frontier Falls. As soon as you step into that area, you just know that you're going to have a fantastic experience, and before you even get on the coaster, you're fully immersed in the Wild West world. I'm really impressed with it. I'll be itching to come back for more rides soon, to be honest.
Hats off to Drayton, you've done an amazing job.
Definitely, and it's not very often we get a nice themed experience. You know, we've got the length of the coaster, it's long, and we've got the theming, we've got the full package. There's nothing about the ride that I don't like, and the whole thing is great. We really appreciate Drayton Manor allowing us to film on ride as well, and film the POVs. It's always great. We know that you love POVs. We love filming them too. We'd film them everywhere and every ride we do if we could, but obviously it's not always possible, but we really appreciate that Drayton Manor have allowed us to take you all along so that you can see it. And get yourselves down here to the park, come and give it a ride. You know, they've invested so much here the past few years, and to see one of our local parks thriving again like this is fantastic. I look forward to seeing what happens next. We'll be back here filming a full park vlog in the next couple of weeks at some point in August. We'll get back on the wave, some updated thoughts on that. I'll probably give the one and only Stormforce 10 a go.
I will not be going on that. You get absolutely soaked. That backwards drop, ugh, I hate it.
And we'll also, of course, get some more different shots as well of Gold Rush from a few different angles. But as always, thanks for joining us here on Theme Park Worldwide. And that leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. Goodbye.